Okay, so I'm Grasswalker. Hello and welcome to the lower bracket playoffs, the very first round of them of the Dota 2 Hot Masters 2022. We have on the Radiant side CancerAI, on the Dire side Ranked Matchmaking. Both of these teams doing their best. I need to make a note of what teams where, actually. Sorry, I forgot to do that before I started.
All pick.
Also, usually on my little sticky notes, I have stats that I can talk about during the pick stage, such as their most successful heroes, their win rate, what group they came from. I didn't make any of that for this one, and part of me wants to turn off the recording and try again. However, I feel like I can't do that because they've started picking heroes, and it would feel to me unethical. Because this draft might end a certain way and other drafts might end a different way, and I don't want to influence the results. So I'm just going to have to wing it a little bit during this draft stage. Ranked matchmaking. I don't know what group they came from. I don't know what group they're currently going up against. CancerAI, I'm pretty sure, comes from Group D. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could Alt-Tab, but then I don't know what that would be revealing for my desktop. Also, I don't want to crash the streaming program. So we'll just talk about what heroes have been picked. So for ranked matchmaking, we have Jakiro, Ursa, Leshrac, Slardar, and Doom. And then for CancerAI, we have Crystal Maiden, Huskar, Gyro, Windrunner, and Underlord. Underlord is yet to win this tournament. Huskar, I believe, is 0-1. On the other hand, Leshrac, I think, is something like 1-5 in this tournament. Slardar... Has Slardar been picked yet? I think Slardar might be a first. I also have a weird feeling that Huskar might be a first, but I'm also pretty sure I've casted Huskar game before. Doom feels like it was picked once and not used very well at all. And Windrunner, I think, is something really good, like 5-1 this tournament, maybe 4-1, maybe like 4-2, something along those lines. Battle. Crystal Maiden is one of the most picked heroes in the tournament because multiple teams have strict picks, such as OpenAI Skill Shots, who have played 4 or 5 games now. They always pick CM, and other teams can pick CM. So I think CM's been picked 8 or 9 times. I think her record is 4-4 or like 4-5. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. One thing we will come to learn quite quickly, the rank matchmaking is on the Dire side because it says so on their team name. And then CancerAI will begin shit-talking eventually. I would like to give a viewer discretion warning to anyone watching this that maybe you shouldn't watch or listen to, or definitely in public do not repeat anything that either of these teams says. Both are very toxic teams, both have problematic language, but they're in this tournament because they play good Dota, and that's what we're here for. Good, clean, messy, toxic Dota. Immediately, Windrunner gets caught out. That's a huge amount of stuns, and she's dead. We've got another kill going off. Gyro is very low, also stunned up. He's dead too. It's 3-0 before the Horn, and Crystal Maiden is soon to follow. It's a massacre! Can it be the full 5-man wipe? Underlord, he is getting attacked. The Orb of Venom is there. I think Ursa should just man up. I mean, each right click will do more and more damage, and it's a 5-man wipe before the Horn goes! Holy moly, the fight recap doesn't know what to do. Wow. That's crazy, and Ursa got 3 of the kills. You could not ask for a better beginning to his lane. Let's see what he's brought out on the courier. Boots immediately in the bag. Okay, in terms of lanes, we have Ursa, Leshrac. Leshrac is an awful 5. Rank matchmaking, taking the piss a little bit with that. Leshrac 5, not really a thing. Ursa, though, a solid safe laner. CM, not the kind of off-laner you want, but an Underlord is a very strong off-lane hero. I would normally want to pair my Underlord with something that enjoys the Pit of Malice. So, in fact, I'm looking at him. Leshrac is great with an Underlord, because you give the Pit of Malice, and that gives you the time to land the Earth Splitter. The Split Earth, sorry. Earth Splitter, I think, is an Elder Titan spell. Mid lane, we've got Jakiro against Huskar. Now, Huskar has 11 tangos. Why does Huskar have 11 tangos, you might ask? And I will direct you to my non-existent analyst who will reply, there is no answer to why Huskar has 11 tangos. Jakiro and Huskar, an interesting mid matchup. I would not normally recommend Jakiro mid, but I've seen it done. It can work. In a bot game where they might not respect the macro pyre, this could go quite well for them. Windrunner, effectively a jungle hero at the minute, just running around waiting for the bounty runes to spawn, but she's got the wrong timing. Gyro, he's using the rocket barrage to try and get CS, but that's not quite working out for him. Nice little Infernal Blade, cheeky from the Doom. I'd like to see him go eat some neutral creeps, get some auras going. Has got his Bracer. Slido also has a Bracer. I mean, they've got such a great start to their net worths after getting that team wipe that it's all 5 Dire Heroes on top. And then if we look at the CS, I mean, the Dire Heroes are taking off the CS as well. Doom's at 10. He's clearly out-farming the Gyro at 6. Jakiro's going for kills and out-farming mid. He's got 9 denies. Huskar's yet to get a last hit. It's a disaster for CancerAI. Ranked matchmaking. I mean, they were in the killer group, right? They were in Group D, which had some of the strongest and most dangerous teams that proved themselves to be really quite scary.
Every coin helps.
And they came 3rd in that group. They ended up losing a couple games in that group, and you can't blame them because that group was a killer. An absolutely brutal group. And here they're showing that they're leagues and leagues above CancerAI. Scar, the Liquid Fire, and the Jewel Breath burning him down. He's got the extra magic resist, but I don't know if he was the pick for this lane. Ursa similarly is on a beautiful farming streak. He's looking at 10 CS compared to Underlord's 2. And all of the Dire cores getting excellent farm. At this rate, we're at 4 minutes. They've got this to sort of double and add half. Doom will probably have about 35 CS. Wow, the solo kill mid we missed. Sorry for that. Auspicious. I think he's looking for a different word, but we're not going to try and speculate. Dire Hero is out farming in every lane. They got that 5-man wipe before the Horn. I mean, look at the graph. It's like, oh shit, the game hasn't started yet. You've already got almost 2k lead at 0 minutes. Ranked matchmaking proving to be a league above here. CancerAI, I believe, came 2nd in what was considered one of the weaker groups. It had Valve default hard bots and CancerAI. I feel like that was that group. Wow, we've got CancerAI, 5 heroes TPing bot lane. Sorry, everyone except the CM. 4 heroes bot. Power shot way off the mark. It's a 2v4 and it's not ending that badly. Slardar burning. He does eventually die. CancerAI get on the board. But it costs them just as much money in TPs as they got in the kill gold. Meanwhile, Jakiro's left laning alone. I would love to see him liquid fire this tower a couple of times. If you're left alone mid and you're on something like a Dragon Knight or a Jakiro, just pop your spells. Just pop your spells, push. Just smash a macro pyre in the mid lane. Put liquid fire on the tower and just push. See what happens. The Huskar is level 4. The Jakiro 6.5. It's a crushing mid. Ranked matchmaking is just leagues above CancerAI at the minute in the laning stage. Fight recap, the pick off on the Slardar, went to the Gyro. Oh no! That's not the ice path you want. Let's ignore we saw that. Let's go back to praising ranked matchmaking AI for being so good and clean. Doom finds the Gyro, gives him 1 stun. Slardar could come in, finish it off. He just wants to pick up the bounty rune. Windrunner gets to the top of the hill and TP's away. I mean, Gyro doesn't have a lane right now. Here comes the next Infernal Blade. He's chased out of the lane. You've got no lane bottom. You've almost got no lane mid. I mean, this Huskar, he's struggling. The guy has 4 CS. Meanwhile, you've got no top lane either. The only hero to have any farm at all is Gyro, and he just got sent to base almost.
Denied.
Ranked matchmaking is crushing this game. Looking at how different groups interact with each other is fascinating to me.
Nuh-uh.
Trying to sort of de-push this lane off, keep the creeps off the tower. Ursa's free farming because no one is in his lane to contest in. Given this context, I would like to see Leshrac leave the lane. Like, you've done your job. The lane is dumpstered. Just head off. Do something else now. Give him some solo XP and let him farm up in peace whilst you help another lane. There's not really any lanes that need help, per se. You might be able to transform this Jakiro slow push into a faster push, especially with something like the Diabolic Edict. Although, just really trying to make sure I don't miss any kills. Infernal Blade on the Gyro. Ooh, I don't like that use of mana from Windrunner. That's like she wind ran back to pick up her phase boots. Meanwhile, Jakiro, if he was spamming Liquid Fire on the tower, this would be dead by now. A little bit... Oh, that ice path's way off. Oh lord, level 4, brown boots. I mean, he's struggling. The whole Radiant team is struggling. Crystal Maiden has no items. 1600 gold in the bank. CancerAI. Not going well for them. Huskar treads. Gyro and Wind both have phase, but Wind's level 3. Oh, Doom, he wants him. He's gonna find him. They tried to do a bit of a ring around the rosy, but it's not gonna work like that. Gyro's 6, but he's got no health and he's got no mana. Being chased down by the Doom. Stun onto the Windrunner, but she can Windrun away. Doom trying to figure out what best is the way to find her. He eats a creep and then he Infernal Blades her. Chad maneuver. I think this chase is over though. These ice paths are not the move.
Every coin helps.
I wonder what would have happened. Oh wow. Doom finds the Gyro, the Infernal Blade. It's a solo kill. So close as the Gyro. So close to what? That wasn't going to work out for you. Meanwhile, that ice path, it's so bad every time. But other than that, the Jakiro's doing quite well. CS not quite as good as you would hope for a trashed mid lane. 19 CS, it's less than the offlaner. But I mean, we're going to switch over to net worth and see just how far ahead Dire is. And it's no longer 5 on top of 5, but it is close to it. I mean, your support Windrunner, second highest on the Radiant heroes. Here comes a decent ice path. Bonk onto the Jakiro. A couple of right clicks. The blast from the CM. He's dead.
I almost liked half of you.
Oh no. Jakiro a little bit sloppy there. Gives a 500 gold swing or 450 gold swing side of the Radiant. Let's look at this graph. Yeah, not very many good moves for the Radiant in this game. We've got one ping there, one ping there, one ping just now. Doom, he soloed the Gyro before, but the Windrunner is here this time. Is he overconfident? Can he get enough space? He should be fine. CM wandering around, 2,000 gold in the bank. So that means your second highest hero on the Radiant side is actually a net worth of 0. I mean, what's she building? Because she isn't buying TP scrolls either. Courier's not doing anything. I think the CancerAI is getting crushed this game. Ursa takes out the Underlord. It's 9-2. 4,000 gold lead at 11 minutes. The top 3 cores are Dire, and it's a big disparity. Doom worth 4,000, Gyro 2,500, and not to be funny, but I don't think this dire lineup minds going late. Slardar, Doom, Ursa, Jakiro, all 4 of those scale, and they're all gonna have good games this game. However, we've got the jump in. It's 5v2. They take out the Leshrac. The Ursa wants to man up. But he's just 1 click short of taking out the Huskar. He's gonna run for his life. Ooh, the power shot slightly off the mark. This gives Ursa the chance to phase up and run. Ooh, he tries a cheeky TP! That's very lucky. I'm surprised that that worked, to be honest. Now, dire sides here. They sense that Radiant's out of position. They find a CM.
No.
She is crushed. Gyro hit with the Ice Path. That's the 2nd successful Ice Path. Doom and Macro. Fucking scripted. Gyro buys back. His economy's gone. Oh no. What little gold you had. He just spent 400 gold on a buyback. If you're only worth 2,000 gold, that's like 20% of your net worth. And then he TPs like 100 units. Dire, they can sense blood in the water. A 5k gold lead, 11 kills to 3. Doom's having a great game. He hasn't doomed any passive creeps yet. I would love to see him. I mean, he's maxing Infernal Blade. What a fucking Chad, man. Who maxes Infernal Blade? Maybe everyone, I might know, I'm not a Doom player, but I feel like the build is Devour Scorched Earth, right? They're diving the CM under the tower. She has no items. She's only got 300 health. Out comes the Liquid Fire. One more right click. She's dead. Meanwhile, middle lane, big fight appearing. We're going to zoom out so we can see all of it. Gyro, he's stunned, he's slammed, and he's dead. Oh my, ranked matchmaking is making CancerAI look like fools. Oh boy. Not quite willing to push the tier 2. I mean, they are hitting it a little bit, but not fully committing to the push. Underlord, he's running in. I'm yet to see him use a spell this game, actually. And now he's dead. Life break into the inner fire. Looks like a couple of cleanup kills here. The CM plus the fire. It's a good fight for Radiant. For the first time this game, they make an actually genuinely good fight. It's a 3-for-1. It's a 1,500 gold swing in their favor. CancerAI, it might not be over for them.
Regeneration.
The laning stage has put them in a horrific place to be, but I think that they could make a comeback if they get another good fight here. Jakiro's horrifically out of position. He does put the macro onto 3. They're not respecting the macro. CM's burning to death. CM runs back into the macro almost. Gyrocopter manning up. It's 1v5 and then Jakiro gets the kill. Now Jakiro fighting up against the Underlord. I'm yet to see him use a spell. I think this guy doesn't know that he has good spells. The tower dies in the background. The Shrek runs in, gets a kill. 2 kills for Dire. Now slowing down the Huskar. The more they hurt him, the better his magic resist gets. But is getting lower and lower. He's regenerating 30 a second though. That's a lot. Jakiro tanking the tier 2. He's regenerating 8 a second. That's not gone well for him. Jakiro now needs to go home. Meanwhile, the rest of the heroes devour onto a normal creep. I'd love to see him just come and get like maybe this one, mana burn, a bonus mana regen and the mana burn. Maybe come and get a little bit of this. 5 health regen. Pretty good. Sorry, I missed a kill. I didn't think the Gyro would TP in there, but he did. And now the Windrunner's coming in afterwards. Slardar very quick on the Corrosive Haze. That was fast fingers. Wow, one right click. Oh, Underlord does like a 50 unit TP. Oh my lord, a Huskar with a minus armor on him. Slardar's just right clicking him down. That's just support Slardar. This is the slam. Ursa cleans it up.
A loss so small.
And you have 5 Dire heroes on top of 5 Radiant heroes. It's an absolute stomp. Ranked matchmaking. I mean, they came third in their group, and they got put, like, straight into the lower bracket. But they're showing that they don't really belong in the lower bracket, they belong in the upper bracket. They're destroying CancerAI, who got knocked out of the upper bracket. Chikiro TPing mid. You've got some weird situations here. Crystal Maiden's found out of position. She's got no items. 3,000 gold. What's she going to spend it on? She's the most farmed hero on the Radiant side, and she's not spending any of it. It's all over for CancerAI, I think. I mean, I don't know how they get back into this game. They showed a moment of promise with that good fight mid. Windrunner running for her life. She's dead too. Daya has such a great run at you heroes. Arda building up his bashes. Oh, he gets life break, gives it the slam. Split Earth off the mark. In comes the rocket flare. Gyro finishes it off. The Shrek wants the return kill though, but Huskar is healing 40 a second and has super magic resist. Almost baiting the Shrek deeper than he should be. If your Underlord was using spells, if you put that Pit of Malice down, would be a good time. Beautiful Split Earth into the Magnifier. 5 heroes just dump onto him and he's dead. This tier 1 is also dead. You need to run away, Radiant heroes. Scar TP's like 150 units into a 4-man Innifier, but then he's dead. And they're just hemorrhaging the lead further and further to ranked matchmaking. And it's not like ranked matchmaking is sitting on their laurels. They're taking objectives. All the tier 1s are dead.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, a beautiful land of a Split Earth. I would never have expected that to land. It's got such a slow wind up. Doom now. Dooms the wind. Gives her a little bit of that Infernal Blade and she's dead. Every second a fight starts. Now it's the Gyro running for his life. He's only got Phase and a Blade of Alacrity. Doom, Infernal Blades, the Underlord, fighting them under the tier 2. It's the CM who's dying in the meantime.
Thing.
They've got 24 kills in 18 minutes. It's literally a kill every 45 seconds. Ranked matchmaking. They are sending a message to the rest of this tournament and going, we want to win this. This could be your lower bracket run. I mean, they're showing the form. Corrosive Haze on 2. Drums pop. Ooh, that Windrunner's so dead. Lightning Storm bouncing around. They're jumping the Leshrac, but he's out of mana. I don't think he cares. Meanwhile, Doom taking out the CM. Doom will die to the tower. Oh, the Ursa is so huge. He hits so hard. He hits so fast. Slardar burns out Split Earth just off the mark, but the Lightning Slow lets the Ursa get some punches in. TP, you didn't go anywhere, buddy. And this Ursa it's so much damage. The fight recap, it's a 5-man wipe. Due to how far ahead ranked matchmaking is, the gold is effectively quite close to even. It's like a 300 benefit to the Dyer. But if you're taking fights like that, you can do stuff on the map. And we see the Shrek is putting some more damage on the mid tower. Ursa, he's going back to heal. Leshrac might get chased down here. Anyone got any neutral items? Leshrac has the chipped vest. Very fun. Oh my lord, a diffusal blade for Ursa. Building genuinely scary items. Phase diffusal orb at 20 minutes. Not actually a bad timing. Leshrac gets the lightning slow. Split Earth onto 2. It's beautiful. Huskar's in, but Leshrac's already done his job. Underlord's going to burn down. Doom and Slardar, they're tanky, they're big, they're fat, they're manning up. The Slardar gets the slam before he leaves. He says, wham bam, thank you man, I'm off. Doom onto the bloody, what's he called, Huskar. And he burns down immediately. Buyback from the Underlord and your economy is ruined. Huskar gets an injection of 500 gold. It's a beneficial fight somehow for the Radiant. due to how far ahead ranked matchmaking is. But the Underlord, he just bought back. Now he's about to die to the Doom, it looks. Meanwhile, Kiro solos the Gyro. We catch the end of that. Look at the aggression of these wards. Ranked matchmaking, they have full coverage of the Radiant jungle. Gyro, he comes in, trying to get some recovery farm, and he just gets executed. Underlord with a short distance TP. CancerAI, well known for some sus TPs. In comes the drum, the jump, the buyback from Gyro. They want to fight. Ursa, he's taken out the tower. Diabolic Edict also helping take out the tower. The tower's dead. The fight's going to look a lot more suspect now. Ursa, he's got the attack speed from the overpower. He wants to jump in. He really just wants permission to dive. Permission granted, gets the kill. Now he's clearing out the creeps. I mean, they want to end this right now, ranked matchmaking. They just want to take a Rax and end. I'd love to see the Diabolic Edict popped. An extra 14 damage a second, 40 explosions. It's yeah, here it comes. Would have been better earlier though. They do 500 damage to that tier 3 and the stomp remains stomped. The foot is still on their neck. Great wave, it's gone. I'd love to see Jakiro throw out the liquid fire to slow down the tower's defense of itself. Slider looks like he's space creating. But it also looks like he might live. He's so fast during the Guardian sprint. Underlord, as well as... Who's this? Crystal Maiden, instantly cancelled, instantly popped. The Ursa's like, yeah, no, your TP I'm not respecting. And comes the wind, but he doesn't want to hit her. Ursa doesn't really have any good targets. Gyro shows up. That's a good target. Easily right-clicked. Ursa pops him. He's dead.
Blasted core.
Oh, Ursa. He's fine. He's fine. That was going for the Leshrac. Although, they're going to bump into a Huskar. They were quite low, but the Doom! It messes with this whole situation. And the Split Earth. He's actually been controlled the entire time. A beautiful little lockdown from ranked matchmaking. And Radiant, they just have nothing. There's absolutely nothing they can do this game. They've had one good fight. A couple of small pickoffs. Leshrac thinking of solo killing the Crystal Maiden. What a beast. Wow, he's actually close to it. Doesn't overcommit as well. I like that. He knows that they're stomping this game and he doesn't want to give away any comeback gold. Gets a Split Earth onto the Gyro. He's kind of distracting 3 or 4 heroes right now. Will eventually die, especially as that missile bonks him.
Who'll purge the elements
Unfortunately, not much was achieved. I mean, Sladar's over here in the jungle. Ursa is just sort of running around. Doom and Jakiro pushing bot. Leshrac a little bit dying for nothing there. Double null, I love this. Genuinely decent item builds for ranked matchmaking. Oh, this Underlord is so dead. Ursa just needs to decide who his target is, and it is the Underlord, and he is switching to the Huskar. Huskar's dead now. Huge ultimate from the CM. It's going off for a long time. It's doing a lot of damage. It's a triple kill for the CM!
Frozen waste with you.
Another fight where 3 good kills happen under the tower. It's a 3 for 2. When you're this far behind, that's a 3k gold swing in your favour. 1600 into the pockets of the CM who's not spending anything. She has 6k gold. All of it in her pockets. I mean, like, what? Why is Crystal Maiden not spending her money? Huskar, he wants finish a halberd, but I don't think he knows that the recipe is required. Gyro is thinking of, I mean, it might be Manta, it might be Sanjanyasha. Windrunner wants a Maelstrom. Underlord is struggling to really build anything. Ursa jumps in onto 2 heroes.
Driven off Crystal Maiden as spring drives off winter.
Revenge on Crystal Maiden after she got that triple kill. Beautiful ice path, catches the Gyro, and because of that, he's dead. And Dire is back to stomping. You have a moment in the graph where it's like, wait a minute, we have a chance. And unless you capitalize on that chance perfectly, We will continue to still lose. Underlord, link in from the Ursa and the Slardar at the same millisecond. The orchestration of that fight from the Dire side was perfect. The same millisecond they jumped and just instantly popped 2 heroes. 3 are dead, so they're looking to take melee barracks. Crystal Maiden jumps in, goes for a cheeky ult play, but instantly dies. It's not going to work twice. It's not going to work in that situation. They start hitting the range, but they're like, wait a minute, what about the melee? Then they're starting the ranged again. They find Huskar, they kill him, and then they're going to go back onto top tower, it looks like. I think they want to leave this melee barracks to creeps. They have a sense that no one's going to come and defend it. We're going to try and catch up to this fight top, but we completely missed it. Apologies for that. I was trying to show the push. Gyro slowed, he's stomped, he's crushed. It's a massacre. Ranked matchmaking. I mean, they are annihilating CancerAI. There's no excuse, and Gyro is talking about lag, but that's not going to work. The creeps will look to finish off this melee barracks. Crystal Maiden, she hits it, leaves a single ranged creep attacking the barracks, and creeps will spawn in 1 second. These barracks, and you've got a super ranged creep that might help. I think not taking that melee racks was a huge mistake by ranked matchmaking. But I don't think it's going to matter. As they jump in onto the Huskar, he's dead. The next TP comes in. Who is it? It's Crystal Maiden. Good luck with that. She's dead too. Double kill and onto the tower. Tower dead as well.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I think the Dire side is aware we're not leaving this area of the map, so we'll just clear out top racks, then we'll just clean up the melee racks. But I would have liked to see them just get that melee racks. Just get it. Beautiful ice path from the low ground. Forces himself to the highest ground. Akiro catching that gyro by surprise, and he's dead because of it. Windrunner, next target. Ursa, he's under the tier 4s, just gives it 1 click. The Shrek has the split earth. He's got the little ag shard. He's using it really well. It's beautiful to see. Still, no proper melee racks falling. The Underlord is immediately squashed. It's like when a fly gets too close to your face and you just spat it away and it just instantly dies.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They're going to take out this melee racks with ease. The other melee racks looking to die to creeps. The super melee is pushing it. And with 2 lanes of racks, 26k gold lead at 28 minutes. 0 Radiant heroes relevant to the game. You have to imagine ranked matchmaking is feeling comfortable. Got some weird TPs from the base to the base. Down goes the melee barracks. Couple of clicks and it's done.
Radiant's middle barracks
and with that, ranked matchmaking is happy to call it quits. Except for Slardar. He gets caught. Split Earth does hit the Huskar, but he will be cleaned off. Left behind. And ranked matchmaking, they don't hesitate for a second. They know that they need to take out bot, and they just send everybody that's still alive bot and start going bot.
Gold and sweet.
This team is just on it. I mean, 53 kills in 29 minutes. It's a kill every 40 seconds. It's so much violence. Oh my lord. CM wants to get that freezing field triple kill. She wants a reenactment of the earlier fight, but instantly doomed the second the ult begins, and she's dead. Ranked matchmaking learned from their mistake. They got caught out by a Crystal Maiden. The ultimate, it did take out 3 heroes. She got that triple kill, and then they've never let anything like it happen since. Continuing to push the bot whilst the creeps push the other lanes. It's a winning formula. These split earths are getting juicier by the second. They will keep coming. If Huskar jumps, he's in for a split earth. Huskar caught out by Shiva's guard. Wow. Doom is so rich. Laggy server, crap game. I'm sorry CancerAI, but I can guarantee there is no lag on this server. I'm hosting it on my own personal PC. I will not accept these complaints. The Shrek finds the Underlord, misses on the split earth though. Maybe he just wanted this, no, he doesn't get the golem either. He does use the chain lightning to repeatedly slow the Underlord, and he's dead. Gyro spotted next. Lightning slows him. The Radiant heroes are struggling to deal with the creeps. They can barely keep the creeps out of the base. And soon, you'll have 5 heroes and a catapult. Ursa with the worst TP of the game. This is not what you want to do. That lane is already pushed all the way in. Just come. Just come here, click the Diabolic Edict, come hit the towers, get the final racks, end the game. Jakiro also a little bit sus, to be honest. He goes back to jungle, and I can understand why. I mean, you've got some neutral items available to get, but you clearly don't need them. Crack, split earth. Beautiful use of it. He's stacking multiple together. It's going to hit the Crystal Maiden. Ooh, not quite. Doom keeps tanking. The tower will die to the catapult. Out comes the Shiva's Infernal Blade. The split earth stacks. They're what take out the Huskar. He didn't expect there to be 2 stuns waiting for him, as is the Underlord. He gets stunned as he comes in as well. The Shrek is goated, man. The final rack's beginning to fall whilst Ursa runs around in the shop. Ooh, no. I remember this, actually. This cost ranked matchmaking a game, I believe. They had a situation where the Ursa was trying to shop for something, but he couldn't fix his slots.
Now have mega creeps.
I don't know if it was an Ursa or not. It was definitely something. And the mega creeps are spawned. This wave are mega creeps. Looks like the mega creeps are needed to push. Liquid fire can come onto this tower at any moment and slow this. A glyph could also come out. That would be quite spicy. Ursa's fully bricked. Ranked matchmaking, once one of their cores hits like 15,000 gold, I think that's the end of it. I mean, he's just struggling to get what he needs. I don't know what he wants. Meanwhile, Jakiro kills the CM inside the fountain. Next up, burning this Windrunner to death. And there it is. He's dead. Gyro's up next. Healing inside the fountain. Ice Path on the Underlord. Here comes the Shivas. Ranked matchmaking. Woof. A statement of dominance. An absolute crushing from them. And that is game. What the fuck? This team trash as fuck, says Underlord. You're on that team, Underlord, so maybe don't insult it too much. A 34-minute stomp from ranked matchmaking AI. Have a little bit of a look at what this is. I mean, your MVP, your only real options are Crystal Maiden and Huskar. Huskar for a decent game throughout, and Crystal Maiden for that big hold. Maiden didn't buy any items, so I'm going to give it to the Huskar. On the other hand, I mean, look at that Ursa. The man is 25, 2 and 12. Part of me wants to give it to the Shrek as well, but the Split Earth could have been better, and his involvement could have been better in the early games. It's got to go to the Ursa. Scoreboard, there's not much to talk about. It was an absolute stomp from start to finish. Hero damage was huge on every hero. They killed everybody. Put some wards down, they bought a gem. Graphs, there was never a moment where CancerAI felt like they were winning this game. They had a couple moments where they got some okay fights, one under the mid tower, one under the bot tower. That was it. It's a 33-minute game and you had 2 moments where you felt like you looked kind of good and then didn't capitalize on that good moment. No, an absolute stomp. Thank you for joining me for this game, and I'll see you in the last one of the first elimination round of the lower bracket. We will say goodbye to CancerAI. Unfortunately for them, they are eliminated from the tournament, but the benefactor of that is ranked matchmaking, who will continue to play in this lower bracket elimination round. Bye.